Hello and welcome to Telile Today. Today we have a special treat for you. We have Kevin Beanland joining us in the studio, and Kevin is known as Air Canada's Flying Fiddler. Now, how did you become Air Canada's Flying Fiddler, Kevin?
This happened on a flight to Toronto. I didn't have no intentions of performing on the aircraft, but the guy next to me, a traveling salesman, kept bugging until finally I gave in. Okay, I said, I'll play one tune. And I played an old-fashioned waltz, and everybody started clapping their hands. So he said, play me one more, bud, play me one more. So he said, how about the St. Anne's Wheel? So I played a little bit of the St. Anne's Wheel. And the guy comes out of the cockpit, and I tried to put the fiddle away because, you know, can't tell by the expression on his face what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And he stops me. Don't put that fiddle away. He said, play some more. So I played some more, 2 or 3 times more, and then he came up and he said, would you follow me, please? And he said, and take your fiddle. So he brought me in and I played for the crew. And the pilot had to duck my bow. And then he comes out and he says, now play some more for the passengers. And before we get into Montreal, he comes over and kneels down beside of me, he puts his hand on my knee and he says, Kevin, I'm officially dubbing you Air Canada's Flying Fiddler, and I want you to use that name wherever you go. And that's why on the cover of my first tape, you'll see a picture of the pilot, co-pilot, and I'm sitting between the two of them with the fiddle. Anyhow, when he made the usual announcement, he said, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you all for flying Air Canada, and a special note of thanks to Air Canada's Flying Fiddler, Mr. Kevin Beanland. And the guy, the traveling salesman, was coming about a foot off his seat, and he was so excited. It was just like it had happened to him.
Right.
I found out his name, Don Locke, a traveling salesman from Cornerbrook, Newfoundland.
Right.
And I have yet to go back and thank that man.
Now, I understand you are formerly from Newfoundland.
Flat Bay, a little place near Stephenville.
Okay. A lot of our viewers have some connections to Newfoundland. I understand the 2 gentlemen that are here performing with you today are not necessarily from. One is from Newfoundland, right?
Joe Hines, over here right from Colorado Valley, Newfoundland, and Smoky Joe Henneberry from Eastern Passage.
Oh, okay. Right. So do you get to perform a lot in Newfoundland, or?
Not as often as I do in Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and New Brunswick. Mm-hmm. But we always get back there. Every 3 months we get back to Newfoundland, our home. Right. And perform there. By the way, you're talking about connections between here and Newfoundland. Let me tell you that my great grandmother came from La Have, and her name was Victoria LeBlanc. Oh. Right on the Evangeline Trail. And so it's the connections between Newfoundland and Louisiana, the same as Nova Scotia and Louisiana. Right. We have the LeBlancs, Bourgeois, Cormier, Boudreau. Mm-hmm. We have all these people on the west coast of Newfoundland, right. And we are descendants that came from France, settled in Nova Scotia, Marguerite, my people, the Benoits, and then moved into Newfoundland. So that's a good connection right there. Right. Also the same connection with Louisiana. Mm-hmm. And that's why they chose us in a cultural exchange a year ago between Louisiana and Canada. Mm-hmm. And we made a mark for Canada. Right.
Well, about, I don't know, several months back now, you performed at Bertha and Peter Gadet's at an open-air concert. It was a very breezy day, yep. and I went and filmed it, but because of technical problems, we weren't able to show our viewers that. But I hope we get
That's why we're back here now.
An ounce of the treat that we had that day, because it was a wonderful day. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, I did too.
So, are we ready?
By the way, we played Janvers Island with
yes,
at the McDonald's.
At the big flea market.
Yeah, Floyd and Dennis McDonald. We have to thank them. They treated us so very well. Right. Smokey and I were talking about that yesterday, coming on the way down. Right. By the way, Joe drove up from North Sydney this morning.
Right. Joe does live in North Sydney.
North Sydney, yeah.
And you are residing where these days?
I'm all over the place. I'm just like horse manure.
Oh my. Okay. Well, I really think our viewers would like to hear less chat and more songs, so I'm going to let you do what you do best. Okay.
And I want to thank Raymond and his wife. Is it Shirley?
Yes.
We had a party there and last year, and my God, we had lobsters coming out of our ears. Thank you, guys. You made us really feel at home.
Oh, okay, great.
And Bertha and Peter Gadet as well. And here's one of my own originals. And I called it Talking Guitar. Give it G, boys. Okay? something called Willie Roy. One of my recordings, one of my latest ones, it's on my CD called Kevin Beanland in Louisiana. Keep deep, boys. A bit of harmony from Uncle Joe here. Willie Roy. I want to do one of my guitar picking numbers, and this all the numbers I do for my CDs and tapes are originals. I call this one Kevin's Country Guitar. You're gonna need a cape on for this, guys. Key of E, D for you guys. Kevin's country guitar. What do you say we get the guys here to do a song for you? All part of the Kevin Beanland show. Joe, you going to do a song for us? See, good. Joe's going to do something called The Gambler. Thank you very much, Mr. Joe Hines. I want to do one of the songs that I've written from my Country Boy CD, and it's called Country Boy. Use your cable. Use your cable. You guys need it. Take the cable off. Rather don't need. Country Boy.
If happy city lights, Rolls Royce and Cadillacs, your $1 million and your pleasant smile, I'm just a country boy and proud to be that way. I love the simple life, you're not on mine. Just give me that good old down east music and I'll sing a song of New Land. I give my heart for Mama's beechwood and hear her sing like no one can.
Country Boy. I'm going to send a song out to Peter and Bertha Gaudette. It's my wedding anniversary song. And I'm going to also send it out to anybody in the area that's close to celebrating the wedding anniversary. And it's a song that I've written again. It's called Two Hearts Joined by God. And in England, of all places, it's number 8 on the country charts. Two Hearts Joined by God. Keep it. You know, I don't know where I got the words for that song. I think the good Lord must have just given right to me. I want to do a fiddle tune for you now. Just give me a couple of seconds, I'll get my fiddle on. We drove 3.5 hours last night down here from the Dartmouth area, and it was worth it. We had a nice turkey dinner with the Gadettes up there on the farm. Oh, we had a wonderful feast. Wasn't that good, Smoky?
Oh, yes, sir.
That was worth coming down for. Keep G, boys. One of my own fiddle tunes called Cassandra's Fiddle Reel.
Before I let you go, I just want to know, where are these CDs and cassettes that you just spoke about?
Well, Gloria mentioned when I was down here yesterday that she's going to have them right here in the studio.
Great, yeah.
And in fact, we can give them a number from the studio. Call the studio here if you want to buy my CDs or one of my tapes.
Okay.
What's the number?
226-1928.
902-226.
Right. 1928.
1928. You call that number if you want one of my CDs.
They're not at any big places, like they're not at Walmarts or...
I play in places like where there's lots of big crowds of people, and I sell more in one performance than any store could sell in a year.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to put them in stores.
Oh, okay.
And of
Good
course,
for you.
and of course, with people like you,
Oh, well,
I know it's going to be a big asset, big help, and I really appreciate it very much.
Okay. Well, is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers? This is the opportunity I give to everyone.
I've been down here a few times. I played Loosedale, and I remember Leonard, Jeffrey, and all these brothers and the family over there, and they treated us very good. Mr. Marchand from right here, over here in Arishat, we played at the seniors' place. And we played in Grand Anne's. We did the big one. What's the name of that big building? The center, some kind of a center.
The Disco Civic Improvement Center?
Oh my God.
That's a big one.
Wonderful place.
Yeah.
And the sound was so good in there.
Yeah.
But we played a restaurant in Loosedale. And there was a couple there from Vancouver. And they taped us, brought it back with them to Vancouver. And we get all kind of response back, from these people that we meet along the way.
Right, right.
In the last 6 years, I've been in 26 states in every province of Canada, 3 and 4 times. Just got back, by the way, from Nashville. Played 3 days in Nashville, Nashville Palace, the Gibson Center, where they showcased my guitar picking, fiddle and mandolin picking, and the Nashville Palace, and Legends, right across from the Ryman Auditorium, the Grand Ole Opry.
Right, right.
And then finished 7 days in Naples, Florida, and the people got me another ticket to go back on the 13th of January.
Right. Well, I wish you all the best of luck in January.
And you girls here in the studio are wonderful.
Well, thank you.
All of you.
Thank you.
Maxine, Liz, Rhonda, and Gloria. Thank you all very much.
Oh, you're very welcome, Kevin. I'd like to thank you and the Joes for coming in today.
Smokey Joe.
Smokey Joe.
And
Joe Hines
from down in North Sydney.
Right. Well, if you have any future show ideas or comments to make on today's show, I'd be happy to hear from you. You can reach me at 226-1928. Thank you for watching Telile Today. I'm Rhonda LeBlanc. Welcome to Telile Today. Today, joining us in the studio is Kevin Beanland and Smokey Joe and Joe Hines. Welcome back to Telile, Kevin.
Thank you.
Our audience thoroughly enjoys first show number 1, so back by popular demand, I guess you could say. Now, in the first show we did, you talked about some of your travels. You want to tell us a bit more about that? You've been in Tennessee, I understand.
I've been in 26 states in every province of Canada.
Wow.
4 and 5 times since the fall of 1996. These included, oh, by the way, in 1999, I was chosen by Tourism Industry Association of Nova Scotia to promote Fiddles of the World.
Wow.
That was quite a
What an honor, yeah.
I was honored to do that. And first I went to Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa, promoted there, Central Canada. Then I went into Maine, went to Massachusetts, and I got a phone call on the last Saturday night I was there, instructing me to get my flight from Logan International Airport was 2:07 on Tuesday, and I said, North Carolina? No, Louisiana. So I flew all the way to Louisiana and along the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and then back to Massachusetts, where I promoted Fiddles of the World. And when I got back, of course, they had a spot for me. I was one of the Fiddlers of the World, and I had my concert the same day that Natalie McMaster had hers. I was in the Port Royal room in the Halifax, in the World Trade Center in Halifax.
Right, right.
That was quite a double honor for me, because not only did I perform for Fiddles of the World, but I promoted it through the United States.
Good. Good. Also, in show number 1, you mentioned that one of your songs is on the British or the England top 10 charts.
I saw an ad in the Down Homer magazine or the Newfoundland. By the way, Mr. Ron Young, you're going to be seeing this, and I want to say hello to Ron Young, the editor of the Down Home magazine.
Okay.
Anyhow, I saw an ad in the magazine from England, and this guy was asking for CDs from Canada, so I sent my CDs. And first thing you know, I get the charts back, and they're playing every one of my songs.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what happens here? In England, they're still playing the real country. And that's what the majority of people want to hear, is the real country. I sent another couple of CDs. My Country Boy song went from number 16 to number 6. Then they sent me a chart where it was right between Leanne Rimes and Shania Twain, number 2.
Wow. That's an honor.
Well, then they sent me the last chart I got. My song had gone up to number 1.
Wow. Good for
Country
you.
Boy. I did it for you on the last show.
Right, right. Now, I understand you also have some roots in England, don't you?
Yes. My father, Jack Beanland, all his people came from Yorkshire and Lancashire, England. And if you look at the phone book over there, that's where all my in-laws are. Now, in Newfoundland, my roots are with the Benoits. Paul Benoit, my mom was my grandfather, Paul Benoit. My mom was Margaret Benoit. And they all came from, first from the, down here in Nova Scotia. What's the name of that place? That's where they came.
Well,
And I
now.
don't mean Muscadada. Marguerite.
Marguerite, okay,
Well,
okay.
that's
Right.
When they came settled, came from France, they settled in Nova Scotia.
Right.
And at the time of the expulsion of the Acadians, my descendants ended up in Louisiana too,
Really?
as well as but of course the ones that they didn't get went into New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, down in Marguerite, Cape Breton, and finally right into Newfoundland.
Right.
So that's where you have your Louisiana connection. And I learned all this before I went on a trip. We did the cultural exchange between Louisiana and Canada. Got to eat every kind of Cajun food you could mention.
Even gator?
Everything.
Especially gator.
Yeah. Buddha, that was the best.
What was that now?
It was something shaped like about 3 times as big as an egg, but it was a whole pile of different grains and cooked with different spices.
Okay.
My God, was that ever good.
Yeah, lots of spice in Cajun food.
Yeah.
Makes everything hot.
And crawfish,
Yeah.
crawdads, jambalaya.
Right.
We had everything. One day I was at the table and eating to cook the crawfish, the small little things, miniature lobsters, like.
Right.
Anyhow, I was to the table so long they had to get a crane to come and get me up.
Wow. Okay, well, are you ready to perform some songs for us today?
Sure.
Okay, great. I'll step out and let you do your thing.
We're going to start off with a fast number. I think we should always start off with a fast number. Kevin John's Jig, one of my own guitar picking numbers. was hard work. Took me a long time to learn to pick that number. Whew. Kevin Jones Jig. I'm going to slow down with one of my country songs that I've written and recorded. It's on my Country Boy CD. It's called Mama's Love. Keep it.
My daddy died when I was 4 years old. And Mom worked hard to keep us from the cold. She'd plow and plant the seed. She had 6 of us to feed. 'Cause Mama always loved us anyway. My brother Carl gave me my first guitar. And thinking back, I wouldn't have gone too far. Mama sparkly with her smile when my guitar strings went wild. 'Cause Mama always loved to hear me play. I passed by and we did all we could. Got moose and needs I carried in the wood. My mitts and socks she wore in the rocker by the old stove. She always found the time to love us more. I remember well the good times and the bad. Just a little boy who never knew his dad. But we learned more and more what the good Lord had in store. As we grew up and took care of our mom. In my memory, she always will remain. When she passed away, it brought me grief and pain. Now I don't feel too sad that I never knew my dad. 'Cause Mama's love was all I'd ever need. Yes, Mama's love was all I'd ever need.
Mama's Love. That's a song about, a true story about my mom and our family growing up in the hardest of times in Newfoundland. I remember when I was a young boy, 8, 9 years old, coming home and see her working in the field for 50 cents a day as a matter of survival. And I guess that's how come I could write these songs. Joe knows what I'm talking about because he was there. Lots of times he had a cup of tea with my mom and I in our home down in Newfoundland. Smokey suggested that we do my PEI song. It's called A Tribute to McPhee. I want to tell you a little story about Joe over here. So I was a little bit on the hard side to get what you call a lead foot. You're always getting in trouble. And you don't get a ticket all the time. I guess it's because of the smile that he puts on or something. Anyhow, we were he was over in Los Angeles, California, driving on the interstate, and he's speeding. State trooper pulls him over. He says, "Son, I don't like speeders in my state." He said, "I think I'm going to give you a ticket." Well, Joe said, "Sir, I'm all the way from Nova Scotia." He said, "Please give me a chance." He said, "I haven't much money." "Okay, son, I'll give you a chance. I don't want to catch you speeding anymore." By the way, he said, "Where are you going, son?" Joe said, "Well, sir, I'm going to San Jose." "I'm going to give you that ticket, son." He said, "There ain't no such place in my state as San Jose. The J's are silent. You got that?" Joe said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." Don't forget now," he said. "The J's are silent. There's no J's. It's San Jose." "Okay." And he said, "Son, what time are you going back to Nova Scotia?" I started thinking about the J's. He said, "Sometime around the middle of Hoon or Hulai." Check, check.
You've heard talk about Cape Breton, Telile Mountain also high. Watching you and you one from SUNY PI. Well, the kindness of the people will go down in history. In the countryside of Chepstow, on this island needing the sea. Said McPhee, Pauline, raised quite a family. With the farming on the homestead, plus a living from the sea. Children they had many, 8 boys and 4 girls, and everyone more precious than diamond rings or pearls. Here's to Prince Edward Island, and the name they call it Fee. From Phoenix down to Fortune, and all points in between. From Montague to Charlottetown, my band and I will roam. You can bet we'll sing your praises in our Newfoundland homes. There's a landmark on the water that relates to St. McPhee. In the earlier years he built the boats that brought the men to sea. On Fisherman's Bank we sing all night, the lights of black emotion, just like the singing of New York shining on the ocean. They all respect their parents, put love so deep and wide. Whenever help was needed, they were right there by their side. They're a tribute to the island, and the name they call McPhee, as farmers and as fishermen that tend the land and sea. It's to Prince Edward Island, and the name they call McPhee. From Thickness down to Fortune, and all points in between. From Montague to Charlottetown, my band and I will roam. You can bet we'll sing your praises in our Newfoundland home. From Montague to Charlottetown, my band and I will roam. You can bet we'll sing your praises in our Newfoundland home.
Yeah, a tribute to McPhee. That was sort of a thank you song for all the kindness from the people of Prince Edward Island who were so very good to us over the years, especially the past few years. And the McPhees from all over Prince Edward Island. Now, we're going to call on Smokey Joe. Smokey, do you mind if I tell him how you got that name? Back when he was about 14 years old, Smokey used to enter all the races and run. Could he ever run? And the smokies, they come out from his heels. So that's why they call him Smokey Joe. Now he's going to do a song that I really love. And it's about a little girl. She had a dream about her dad going down in the mine, and that the mine was going to blow up or something. And she says to her dad, "Please, Daddy, don't go down in the mine." And here's Smokey Joe to do it for you. Okay?
something that's going to happen today. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mine. My daddy, dear daddy, please don't go away. For dreams have often come true. Oh, daddy, dear daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. Go down to the village and tell all your friends, as sure as the bright start to shine, there's something that's going to happen today. Oh, Daddy, don't work in the mine. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. For dreams have often come true. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. I never could live without you.
Yeah, fine job, Smokey Joe. Good job, Smoke. And we're going to call on Mr. Joe Hines now, and he's going to do give you the Merle Haggard number. This is going to give you an idea of the kind of songs that we do. This is going to give you an idea of the kind of songs we do for dance music. When you do the old country, you always fill the floor. I'll give you a country beat now. By the way, we call our drummer here, Jaime. There you go. Fast enough, Joe? This drummer is dead on. Doesn't drink, don't smoke, don't have to pay any salary, always on time. Okay? Get up a little down in front.
Now I can stand, see a good man go to waste. What do never combs his hair or shapes his face? A man who leans on wine over long that road of life. Yes, it tears me up, see the grown man cry.
Yeah, some fine singing there, Mr. Joe Hines from Colroy Valley, Newfoundland. Now living down in North Sydney area. Mama's Tears. I wrote a song about my mom, and I mentioned that in the last show. We did Mama's Love. Well, I'd like to do Mama's Tears. We went through hard times living in Newfoundland, growing up as a young boy in an isolated village. Could only get in and out by train. And when the river froze over in the wintertime. And my brother worked at a sawmill in the nighttime, watchman, for 50 cents a day. That's what he made too. Started work when he was about, 12 years old. Never stopped ever since, and now he's 74. And he still doesn't stop. He'd never say he's 74 years old. Lives out in Vancouver. Mama's Tears. She good?
Mom, she was a widow who wouldn't do any harm. She got potatoes and wait to pay down on my uncle's farm. That's how she made her living. I'm sure we'll never know how. We survived those hard time years by the sweat of home and brow. Hard times they were many, and we had to split apart. When my older brother went away, like he broke her heart. He sailed the whole world, tried to keep her satisfied. And he said, we paid her rent, but the tears she couldn't hide. Yes, Mom, she was a worker, I'm sure you'll all agree. She treated you to her last glass of bread, I pour you a cup of tea. And if you were a stranger, it wouldn't matter none. She'd take you in and greet you like a long lost son. I remember well the rangers who to our home came late. They think she made their home brew to help pay for the food he ate. But she couldn't pay the charges, and she would have walked the line. But thanks to Ranger Howard, he already paid the fine. But now she's a getting older, and her limbs are not so strong. Once in a while she called me in to sing a good old country song. Then she'll ask me to sit down and have a plate of rabbit stew, and butter me up some homemade bread, a bottle of a good home brew. Yes, Mom, she was a worker, I'm sure you'll all agree. She treated you to her last glass of bread, I pour you a cup of tea. Then she'd ask you to sit down and have a plate of rabbit stew, and butter you up some homemade bread, a bottle of her good home brew. Yes, butter you up some homemade bread, a bottle of her good home brew.
Mama's Tears.
Thank you, Kevin.
You mean to say the half hour's over already?
Half hour doesn't take long to go when you're having fun, does it? Well, I hope you make it back to Madame soon, and that we can share some more of your songs with our audience. In the meantime, if anybody out there wants to hear more of Kevin, you can request him on Monday or Friday here on Telile, or you can drop by Telile and pick up one of his cassettes. Do you have CDs as well, Kevin?
I have 3 different CDs.
Okay.
2 singles and a double. But I have 4 tapes as well.
Okay.
Which match the CDs.
Are you going to leave some of everything with us?
Sure, ma'am. We'll leave,
Great.
We'll leave as many as you want right here in the studio.
Okay.
You folks in the nearby area, you want to get one of my CDs or one of my tapes, you come here to the studio. And if you can't, you phone in and tell them that you want me to send it to you, and I'll send it to you in the mail if you're too far away.
Okay.
And let me give the number again.
Sure.
902-226
1928.
1928.
Yeah. Before I let you go, though, I want to ask you, how come the Superstore? Superstore a sponsor of Kevin Beanland, Air Canada's Flying Fiddler?
Well, yeah, this was years ago.
Okay.
3 years ago, for quite a while. And I haven't been doing that lately, in the last year.
Okay.
But yes, that's why there was one on one of
On
my
the
CDs.
jacket, yeah.
The jacket, yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to thank Joe and you for coming in today. We really appreciate your taking the time.
Smokey Joe and Joe Hines and my other brother Joe's out in the van.
Getting kind of cool right now, eh?
These guys are great.
I know.
I think the world of them, just like my brothers. Smokey Joe here from Eastern Passage, Nova Scotia. Smokey Joe Hennebury, good friend. Joe Hines, real good friend to them, And Joe comes from down in Colorado Valley. And would you believe my sister was married to his dad? So that makes me, I'm my own grandpa.
There you go. You look pretty good.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure performing in this area.
Right.
We've performed quite a few places down here already.
Right.
The Fire Hall down in what's the name of the
Grand Anse?
In the river, some river.
River Bourgeois?
No, Grand River, is it?
Grand River, yes.
And we did Disc Goose, the big centre.
Right.
And we did in our shot the Seniors Place.
The New Horizons Club?
And you folks call us.
Sure.
And we'll come down and perform for you. We'd love to come down because we like the area very much. And the same thing for the people. It's almost like let me tell you something. There's Ayrshire, Sherry Camp, and the South Shore of Nova Scotia, and the west coast of Newfoundland. It's the same French people. You better believe that, because
You feel
I'm
at
telling you
home
the
wherever
truth.
you go.
But I'm so help me. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all related.
Yeah.
It might go back maybe to the 3rd or 4th cousin. But you got in Newfoundland the same names in the phone book as all these places. Same names.
And the odd one here and there.
Right.
Well, for you guys who haven't had the opportunity like I have to meet Kevin, Smokey Joe, and Joe, they're a great bunch of guys. They don't just sing well, they're a great bunch of guys. And I want to thank you again for coming in today.
Well, you know how we could so easily do the show here today, and it seemed like I just went in a whiz.
Yeah.
It's because of the girls here in the studio. You're a wonderful bunch of girls. Thank you very much. It's an honor and a pleasure to perform for you.
Right. Well, thank you, Kevin. So if you have any future show ideas or comments to make on today's show, I'd be happy to hear from you. You can reach me at 226-1928. Thank you for watching Telile Today. I'm Rhonda LeBlanc.